Hello and welcome to another Bromatis Apparatus podcast. I'm Matt here.
It's Joe.
I am Sam.
And today we're going to talk to you about some stuff.
Stuffy stuff.
Yeah,
So-
so like some news and movies and yeah.
And stuff.
The usual.
stuff.
All right, Sam, start us off.
Stam.
I said Sam.
Come on, Stanford.
So last week we talked about the curse of video game movies. What if I told you that Universal Studios is looking at making a Mario movie?
Oh my god.
That'd be the dumbest
All right.
thing ever.
Did you guys see like the 1980s version?
No, I've heard about it.
Okay,
I heard it's
so-
awful.
The Goombas in there, they were like 7 feet tall and had really tiny heads but huge bodies. It was
That's the opposite of a Goomba.
yeah.
Exact opposite of a Goomba.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my god.
It was so stupid.
It's so dumb.
Please do not make Mario into a movie.
Yeah.
If it's animated, it's got a chance, but that was like live action.
Yeah.
That was a live action movie.
If it's all animated, then it's got a chance.
It can't.
But it's gonna be bad.
Did you guys see the Deadpool 2 teaser?
I did.
The Bob Ross?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Deadpool enough for you?
It's Deadpool enough for me.
Yep. I agree.
I liked the Thanksgiving scene and him and Cable was behind him, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
poster. It's kind of nice. We should be getting a trailer for that sometime soon because that movie's coming out fairly soon. Comes out in June, I think.
Trailer probably within a month or two then.
Yep.
Hopefully.
See, James Franco has been cast as Multiple Man in an X-Men movie spin-off.
What is multiple man's power? Can you do
So-
quick maths?
No.
2 plus 2
James
is 4 minus
Franco?
1, that's 3.
Guys. No, this guy can clone himself, and these clones have independent thoughts, though. So independent that they've actually tried to kill the original, person.
Okay, so
That's what
basically
Wikipedia said.
he's asexual
Yes.
through binary fission.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
What else?
Seems kinda cool.
We got a trailer for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Rampage.
That was a video game, wasn't it?
People are pretty upset because
Wow.
in this,
Impressed.
apparently, The Rock's friends with this gorilla for I don't remember why, and
I think he rescued the gorilla.
I guess, but that doesn't mean you have to be friends with I don't know. It's just kind of
Maybe
weird.
he likes the gorilla. I mean,
Maybe he
what's
just wants
wrong?
to be friends
He
with
can
the
communicate
gorilla.
with the gorilla
I don't know.
through sign language.
Yeah, but it was just kind of weird the way they played it. I'm just high. Anyway, people are pretty upset because this was an actual gorilla, and I guess in the video game, all the monsters were people at first, and then they turned into monsters. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson actually wasn't friends with the gorilla. He was actually friends with the person who turned into a gorilla. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Maybe because it's different from the video game, it'll be better in the movie sense. Because
Maybe.
as you
The
know,
video game curse.
video game curse.
I don't. It might be all right. It just seems like a lot of buildings getting wrecked and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, so is San Andreas. Have you seen that
Yeah,
movie?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
that's true.
I kind of liked it,
Is
but
that
like,
with Bruce Willis?
No, that's,
no, that's
The Rock.
Dwayne.
Oh, is it?
This is the same
Dwayne.
director who's doing this, I
Yeah.
think.
It looks like, it kind of looked like the same movie to me.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I thought of when I
some
saw
giant
it.
monsters. And I don't
Yeah.
like how they revealed the giant alligator at the end of the trailer. Because now I feel like I already know what all the monsters are, and it's
True.
just gonna be them
Mhm.
fighting now. So not really too many surprises.
It's
be-
Dino Croc versus Super Gator
Oh,
2.0.
gosh.
Yeah, it means
Gosh.
San Andreas
Versus The Rock.
The Rock would win.
True. Rock beats.
Paper. All right, next.
Okay.
Throw a Sharknado in there and it's
Actually,
perfect.
Rock does not beat paper. Just
Paper
Oh, yeah.
does.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Do you guys ever see Fantastic Beasts and where'd you find them?
No.
Can't say I have.
Oh, well, the second one's title has been revealed, called The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Wow.
I don't know Harry Potter lore that much because I haven't read the series since
Sounds like a
4th grade.
movie that I'm definitely not going to go see.
Same.
All right then, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you are a Harry Potter fan, tell us why we should go see it, and then maybe we can consider it. But I don't know about you guys, but I never truly just got into Harry Potter. Never
I
a
like the
fan.
movies.
I read it in 4th grade, the whole series. I remember I checked out The Goblet of Fire, which I think was the longest one or one of the longest ones. And I read that book in 4 days because it was the last 5 days of school, and I had to have it back to the library. That was the most I've read.
Dude, I read a book in one night, like
What?
overnight.
What
It was
book?
the second. It was the second book. So it was
The
only
second
like,
Harry
You guys are
Potter?
both nerds.
yeah. So it was only like 300 pages. But
But
like
that's all.
Only 300
okay,
pages.
the reason was so I was reading the first one and like I finished it at like 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna start the next one tomorrow. And then I couldn't sleep because I was like scared because I was like 8 years old or whatever.
Scared of what?
I don't know. I don't remember. But I just
Anything
remember
at that age.
I couldn't sleep. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna read this book. Do we start this book right now and then hopefully I fall asleep? Nope, read it all the way. Didn't go to bed till 5 in the morning. Finished it.
Oh my god.
It was a crazy night.
That's amazing. Speaking
It's
of
probably
amazing,
why my eyes are so bad because the only light I had was like Christmas lights in my room,
That's
like
not
from
good
across
at
the
all.
way.
Yeah, that definitely could be why.
Yeah.
It's just another reason why reading's bad for you.
That is
Facts.
true. Education is for the weak.
another trailer, Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
I'm
Thoughts?
so excited.
I am so excited.
I am so
too.
excited. I've waited so long for this.
So this baby,
Jack
what happens in this trailer? So basically, Jack walks through a wall that just has the Incredibles logo for some reason, and then he melts it into Incredibles 2, and yeah, then we just kind of see his powers, don't we? His Papa's holding
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he can't really control his powers.
What's his
That's
dad's name?
Mr. Incredible. Is
Oh,
what I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, Mr. Incredible. I don't.
The buff guy.
Is it John? Pete?
No.
He looks like
I
a Pete
forget.
to
It's
me.
been so long since I've seen that movie.
Time to give her all googs.
Bob?
Let's see.
It's Bob.
Oh yeah, I
I
think
think
it's
it's
Bob.
Bob.
Sounds like Bob.
Yeah, it's Bob. Because I just remember
Bob
the
Incredible.
Y sign.
All right.
Bob.
Bob
Anyway.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hopefully it's good. I don't know who the enemy's supposed to be in it though.
Down syndrome again?
Oh god.
dear.
It might be Dig Dug guy. Then they probably beat him right
the
away.
Oh
mime.
yeah, the mole, right? That came at the end
Yeah.
of the first one.
Is he called? Did he call himself the mole?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know if he
Sounds
called
like-
himself that, but that definitely looked like.
Yeah.
Alright. Ant-Man and the Wasp finished filming. That comes out July.
Sweet.
You guys excited?
Yes, I'm excited. I liked the first Ant-Man.
I know. It wasn't like it didn't do too good with the critics, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad.
I didn't
I
think
didn't
it was
see
like
it.
great.
You've never seen Ant-Man?
No, I saw the critics and I saw the rating. And like, eh.
It was pretty good. I like it.
Plus, my girlfriend wouldn't go for it, so we.
So you went and
I'll
saw
do it.
Rough Night instead.
I think
That was
she
mean.
wanted.
That was awful.
I think she wanted to see Safe Haven. I wanted to see Ant-Man, so we compromised and we went to see Safe Haven.
Wow. Yep, that's usually how it goes. I remember I wanted to see Baby Driver really bad, and my girlfriend made me watch Rough Night. So
Oh my gosh.
She really wanted to watch
Sounds
Rough
like a
Night.
rough night.
Dude, that was so awful. For the all-nighter, that was, oh my
that
gosh.
okay. Explain what the all nighter is.
Yes.
It's basically 48 hours of movies.
Oh
Yes.
my.
So
Since I work for...
yes, Matt had to explain. Matt had to come up with questions for a movie that he has not seen.
And I honestly, I'm glad I haven't seen it until I had to watch it because I had to work the next session, so I might just stay down there. But like, I do not like that movie.
It was awful. It was so bad.
It's like a bad Hangover. With
yeah,
5 women
with
instead
women.
of instead
That's what
of
killed
5
it.
men.
dude. No, I don't know. And Scarlett Johansson was in it, which kind of even.
She doesn't strike me as like a comical person.
Definitely not.
I think this is
She's
just
like
kind
an
of
action hero to me.
Yeah, maybe this is just kind of like one of her paycheck movies.
Could
Like
be
one that she did just for the money.
Is that an early? How recently was this movie made?
This year.
This year, I think.
Really?
Wasn't it like
Come on.
August? September?
Came out this summer sometime. Whenever
That
Baby
might be a
Driver's out.
paycheck movie. Or maybe she was interested in
Probably
it.
was.
But
It's like in between Marvel movies and whatever else she's in.
either way, I like
Ghost
her
in
as
the
an
Shell.
actor.
All right.
Anyways,
Last piece of
moving on.
news. So Justice League posters have been put up, and the ones in China show Justice League murdering the X-Men and Avengers. I don't have a picture of
What?
it, but there is. It's basically like they took pictures from previous Marvel movies and photoshopped them onto the Justice League poster. Like there's one where Wonder Woman is standing with her sword out, and Logan has the sword piercing through his body.
Yeah.
The Flash is his head on top of Captain America's. No, the Flash's foot.
I was gonna say
is
his
on-
head.
The Flash's foot is on top of Captain America's head.
I disagree with that on a number of levels.
Yeah, Deadpool is on Aquaman's trident. It's just the worst Photoshop ever.
Why?
I don't know. It's so dumb.
Was
That's
this
pathetic.
like sanctioned by DC?
I don't know.
I guarantee it's not.
Or Warner Brothers?
I don't know.
Because if it is, they
Guarantee
got a
it's not.
lawsuit on their hands. But like, it probably isn't. It's probably
You're
just
right.
some.
It's probably some dude just trying to be funny,
Yeah.
I don't
making
know.
posters.
I just thought it was kind of dumb. All right,
Anyways,
let's get to the main event.
Justice League.
That's
Juice Tice League.
So, what all happened? So basically, the premise of the movie, if you haven't seen it, spoilers all the way ahead for the rest of the podcast. You
Yeah,
guys
pretty
will
much.
not listen from here on out.
Or you can listen and then go watch it. Either way.
That's true. So basically, what
True.
happens is Batman is assembling a team after a bunch of parademons come to Earth, and he's
Mhm.
like, "What's going on?" And then he assembles the team, and
They win.
yeah, they go and fight Steppenwolf.
So let's go through who's on the team. Obviously,
Batman.
Bruce Wayne, the
and the
Batman.
Batman.
Played by Ben Affleck.
Batman. Do you guys like him
Which-
as Batman?
Not really.
I like him.
I
A lot
I
of people
wasn't
don't.
a huge fan of the idea, but seeing him in that character was kind of nice. I think he did it well.
I heard. This might just be rumors. I heard. Did you tell me this?
I don't know.
Or maybe I saw it
Been
on
circling
Facebook or
around.
something. That
Jake
who was
Gyllenhaal.
it? Yeah, Gyllenhaal,
Jake
not
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
What did I say?
You said Gyllenhaal.
You said Gyllenhaal.
Jesus
Sorry.
Anyway, Jake,
Christ.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
He might play Batman,
Yeah,
Coming up.
I heard that rumor too. So.
and Ben Affleck might be out.
I wouldn't like that.
Rip.
I think I would like Jake Gyllenhaal better than Ben Affleck.
I don't know.
I don't like Ben Affleck
What else
that
does
much.
Jake Gyllenhaal do?
I don't know. He's pretty much just a pretty boy in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Well, then he
That's
would
all I
play
can
Bruce
think of.
Wayne well, but I don't know about Batman.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Yeah, maybe we
Batman's
can-
like all
maybe-
CGI anyways. They had
maybe-
to somehow CGI some muscles on Ben Affleck. So.
Maybe we can have Jake Gyllenhaal play. We can have him play Bruce Wayne, and then Ben Affleck play Batman.
Why don't you just get
Okay.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson to play Batman then?
He's
I
gonna
actually
be-
wouldn't mind that.
No, he's gonna be.
As long as you didn't like know it
gonna
was
be
him,
The whatever it's called,
Black Adam,
Black Adam. Yeah, I can't.
Oh.
It's
the one black character in the DC
basically.
EU.
Anyways,
God.
next
Adam.
on the team, it started with the Batman,
And then we have
went on to
Wonder Woman.
the
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman.
The Wonder Woman, Woman
who
of Wonder,
was- She was pretty cool.
played
Yep.
by Gal Gadot.
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 I'm unsure
Got it.
how to pronounce that last name.
She's from Israel.
G-A-G-R-T though.
Yeah,
I believe it
she's-
is spelled.
She is Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the Computron Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Get it?
I was just thinking of that one video, the Transformers.
Joe, if you don't, for those of you who don't know who Computron is, he is the worst you need to look him
The
up.
worst Transformer in history is what
He's
you're telling me.
The worst Transformer. Anyway, Cyborg, he's in it. He's kind of an emo kind of dude. Not really emo, just
But-
depressed.
Yeah,
Times a
At the
million.
beginning,
because of
but
the
then
way-
he like finds his calling. I think
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I think he
guess.
does, which is
He's
kind
a-
of a cool progression.
Coming
he's
of
really
age.
a pivotal part of the movie. Like without him, they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have succeeded.
That's really true because he
They
had the
could've
power
succeeded
of the
without
mother
Batman,
boxes.
probably. I don't know.
Who else was there? We have
The-
Aquaman,
Yep, Aquaman.
shirtless Aquaman.
Not blonde Aquaman.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
No orange and green tights Aquaman.
Nope. Not Mermaid Man. That's how I pictured Aquaman.
Mermaid.
Mermaid Man from SpongeBob.
Gosh.
And then
Who would
we
be
had-
Barnacle Boy then?
Yeah,
Would that be Batman?
no.
Robin?
Some sidekick. I forgot what his name is.
Who else do we have?
Aquaboy or something.
After Aquaman, we had The Flash.
The Flash.
Flash.
Ezra Miller. What'd you guys think of this incarnation of the Flash?
I liked him.
really liked it.
No,
I
he's
think
fun.
Yeah.
I think I do like the Barry Allen from the Arrowverse better.
Oh,
though.
Grant Gustin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do like him better though. Maybe that's just because I'm used to him.
Yeah. I like Ezra Miller's take on the Flash because he's actually funny. Like that's how. I don't know if I don't think you guys said you ever watched like the DC cartoons, but like the Flash is always so quippy and funny. That's what made him one of my favorites. So I'm glad he's got some humor in this.
Yeah.
Uh,
He seemed a lot more nerdier though
Yeah.
than
He had Rick and Morty playing in the background of his lab and anime and some
Yeah.
other.
Which, I mean, if he is that smart, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
yeah.
YOLO. And then last but not least, Superman.
Supersman.
He's back.
He did.
Baby.
We did.
Superman
They
got
did.
resurrected by a giant cube. Transformers style, and then
Yes, and then he
beat the shit out of everyone,
Mhm.
and then
Because he didn't
went to a
remember
cornfield.
who he was.
Yeah, basically. All right,
With
so let's,
Lois.
With Lois.
Let's start back. Let's
Lois
let's go in depth to this movie now that we
Right.
went over the characters. Let's start from the beginning.
All right.
Intro,
A very
like
good question.
Spider-Man. That's what I thought when I first saw it. They have that video of Superman, like the kids are doing it. I just thought of Spider-Man Homecoming where Peter's doing like his vlog. Or
I haven't
whatever.
seen that movie since like
Mm.
I watched it in theaters, which
Oh.
was 6 months
Anyway,
ago. Almost.
The intro is like it's almost like the video looking through a phone of
Yeah.
Superman being interviewed by these
Kids.
two little kids, and all these profound questions and
yeah.
answers and
Mhm.
And then basically the whole world is in mourning.
Yep.
The giant Superman logo on the
Yeah.
on the bridge.
London Bridge.
World's a mess. So before that though, we see Batman in Gotham. He's hunting these parademons with fear. So he gets this crook who's on top of a building, and he like uses his grappling hook. Batman's finally using his gadgets in this more,
Right.
which I like a lot. And he has this guy like hanging over the edge of a building,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "What do you want from me?" He's like, "Fear."
In that voice.
And then the parademon comes up. Batman wrestles it with a little bit, flies around Gotham, falls back, and then the thing blows up.
Right.
Yes.
He destroys it.
And then the crook, he asks Batman like, "What is that thing?" Yada yada yada. And then Batman's like, he's like, "I don't know." And then he tries tracking it, but did he just let that criminal go?
I would assume.
Because
Yeah,
I
so.
think he just left. And I was
He
like,
did.
"What
He did
happened?"
not.
No, I think like he had him like tied up or something.
No, I don't think he did.
Because I think he got out. I watched this movie twice. By the way, the second time I watched it, did not like it as much.
When'd you go again?
That's
This
because
I
you
went with my
literally saw it
parents,
like
so-
3 days later, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure he just let the guy go, and I was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Well, he got what he needed, so.
I guess.
Yeah. And then we have that scene where we have that slow music, world is in a mess. There is a scene where this guy kicks a crate of fruit for some. Do you remember that? I just
No,
remember
I
that
don't.
one in slow mo. Where it had that song playing and like
Yeah,
it was
basically-
showing everyone's head and like this guy just goes and kicks a box of fruit.
Yeah.
And I was
What,
like-
There
what
was
did
this
that have
song.
to do with the movie at all?
I
I
have
think-
no idea. And then they had a hobo
Well-
with the sign that said "I tried."
All those, like, that during that song, there was a bunch of, like, mini scenes, like, depicting different people and, like, their struggles since Batman has died.
I guess. I mean,
So I think that just kind of shows, like, the despair that the world has fallen into without.
Mhm.
But
To me,
Is this-
I could get those images just like going outside my door.
yes,
Freaking
this
kicking
implying
them.
that there wasn't homeless people before
Yeah.
Superman.
I don't
Was it
know.
people kicking baskets of fruit.
I don't know why the fruit, honestly, but
Oh gosh.
that's kind of the vibe I got from that scene.
Yeah.
All right.
That's. Yeah.
I don't know. And then we get an action scene with Wonder Woman in that
Wonder
bombing scene.
Yes.
That's kind of a nice scene. We kind of see that. We kind of see her in action, or I
Mhm.
think she's kind of developed her skills a little bit more in this, because like we see her
She
I don't know.
freaking wrecks.
punching
does.
people, blocking a million bullets at a time. So Wonder Woman is faster than a speeding bullet in this.
Mm-hmm.
And can block it with her wrist guards.
That was pretty cool. I love the Wonder Woman theme.
And she's.
How does it go?
I don't
It's like-
know.
Dude,
That sounds like.
that's how it goes, isn't it?
I don't know. That sounds like something else though. I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know.
And during that whole scene, she saves basically a bank robbery /
Yeah.
terrorist bombing
Which
attack.
were all suicide bombers, I guess.
Yeah, because they were gonna blow up like a 4-block radius in the city, and then
Yeah, and they were all there. That was
Mhm.
kind of impressive. You could find that many people who would be willing to sacrifice themselves.
right. So
Mhm.
But what else?
Save that. which
Then we
is
have Batman trying to recruit Aquaman in someplace. I don't know where that.
good. Goes way. Looks like some, maybe Iceland or
Yeah, someplace.
some Nordic country.
yeah, right by the sea, and goes to find Aquaman to say, hey, like we need your help.
Yes. Anyway, I like.
Aquaman refuses.
I saw-
jumps
yeah.
back into the sea.
Yeah, that's it. He runs away. He's like, I'm
Just runs
outie,
away.
and then bloop, just jumps back in the ocean. No, but I saw this video and I thought it was really funny. Like I thought about it. So if you guys remember, Batman was speaking to like the foreign guy, and like Aquaman is right next to him, pretending to be a translator. So that means the foreign guy could understand Batman speaking English, right? But he
What's
just
that?
couldn't speak English. That guy who is sitting next to Aquaman, who Batman is talking to in the beginning? Anyway, Batman's talking to this guy, and then the guy says something in the language, and then Aquaman repeats it in English to Batman. First of all, they should have had Batman able to understand that language, because that's a missed opportunity to show how smart he's supposed to be. And then, second of all, later when Aquaman's leaving, he calls Batman, and he calls him Bruce Wayne and Batman, so these people who can understand English definitely heard that, because they're all around.
I don't think they can understand English.
They were understanding, because remember, Batman was talking to the guy in English.
Well, he was just talking to one of the guys.
Right, he was
wasn't
talking to Aquaman, and then Aquaman was translating, even if it was incorrectly. I don't know. I guess that's... Well, I'd have to rewatch that scene to figure it out.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Aquaman?
He's basically your basic California surfer douche.
Yeah,
to me.
That's exactly.
I like that actor though. He was really.
I kind of liked it too.
In Game of Thrones, he was a badass.
He kind of made Aquaman kind of cool.
Yeah,
right?
he did
That's
a lot better.
That's as much credit as I will give Aquaman.
Yeah, like to me, I just saw him as like such a bro.
Yeah.
Like, all the my man.
That almost was. That was so wrong in that scene too.
That was so
like,
dumb.
oh, we're gonna go save the
It did
world,
not
and
fit in.
you saved me from falling out of the sky. Not thank you, my man.
Dude,
My
yeah.
man.
There's like him surfing. There's like a literal part where he's in the sky. He stabs a parademon with his pitchfork, his trident, and then he rides that thing like a surfboard.
That
down
was dope.
through a building.
That was dope.
I was like, I don't know. I just think I don't know. I'm hoping that like he's still developing as a like hero, because there's that scene in the Gotham Harbor where the water starts flooding in and he can't even block it, and he still just gets engulfed in it.
Yeah,
It's all right.
That's true. He does have a ways to go, but I'm thinking if the reviews are good enough on what is his name, Samoa or Soma?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Momoa, that's what it is. Samoa's a country, or the cookie. The cookie. Is there a Samoa country? Tweet at us. Is Samoa a country, a cookie, or both?
There's a country called Samoa.
Samoan Islands. Anyways,
Unimportant.
Jason Momoa. I think if he gets good enough reviews, they're gonna try to take Aquaman and maybe, hopefully at least, keep working with him and like you said, develop the character.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, he does have his movie. Is that coming up in
that's
2019
that's
or
the next
2018?
DC movie in 2000.
That's 2018.
Yeah, December.
So it's December. So that's the next.
That's
Oh
almost
my
a year
God.
away.
Over a year.
Oh my god.
Dude, think about how many. There's gonna be like probably 9 Marvel movies that come out before.
There will be. Dude,
Before, like, the
DC is
next-
so far behind.
I know it's awful, but honestly, I'm at the point where I'd rather them take their time and actually make better movies than
That's true.
just rush into it like how they are now.
I'd rather have one good one every year than.
I'd
3
rather
shitty
just watch
ones.
Marvel movies.
Anyway,
That's always
dude,
an option.
This guy, he kind of acted like an anti-hero at times to me. Well, not really, but like
Who?
Aquaman. He was kind
Really?
of a drunkard, sorta, and he stole that thing out of the Batcave. I remember,
Yeah.
and like I don't know.
He just
Could
didn't
be
want
a
to be
douche
there.
at
He didn't
times.
want to be there until the world needed him. Then he's like,
Mhm.
or until his own city was attacked.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, he's supposed to be like protector of the seas or whatever. There's that part where he's drinking that bottle of like whiskey or whatever, and then he just chucks it into the ocean. I'm like, wow, that's not how I pictured you'd be treating it.
Does he chuck it in the ocean or shatter it on the ground?
No,
He shatters it on the ground.
He shatters it on the ground, like right on the dock, and then there's giant waves that splash onto it, which I'm assuming
Take the
wash
glass
the
out
glass
of it.
into the ocean.
Well, maybe
He's still
he can-
developing as a character.
He can just send his little fish friends to go clean up the glass.
Yeah, go ahead. How are they gonna clean up? Eat it?
Hey man, I'll make the rules. Anyways,
Gosh.
but yeah, there was that kind of behavior that was
I did like the
against
Wonder
the
Woman.
norm.
I did like the Wonder Woman gag with him though. We showed lots of truth around him. That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't a
Well,
clip.
she,
It was like
he just sat on it.
yeah, which is
Like
funny.
she left it over there, and he just sat on it.
He
And then,
sat on the lasso of truth and just spilled his heart out to the team.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was
All
funny.
right, let's talk about the Flash. What's this intro? We have some similarities to the TV show, like when he puts his hand against the glass. Even his dad in this sounds like the guy who plays his dad on the TV show.
Yeah, but he looks a lot different.
Yeah, he definitely does. He puts his hand up against the glass, the classic. His papa wants him to get a real job and something. What else happens?
The Flash.
He does jumpstart the Mother Cube to resurrect
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, so
Not Batman, Superman. Yes.
So to me, okay, This is probably just because I'm a really big Flash like fan, but
Nerd.
yeah, whatever. I feel like his character was underdeveloped, but his powers weren't, because like he already talks about the Speed Force and stuff in here and like a bunch of stuff, but yet like I don't know, we didn't really see too much of like his actual character.
Here's my question:
I see what you mean.
How does he know about the Speed Force, but he hasn't gotten his job at Star Labs yet? Or not at Star Labs, at the crime scene investigator.
I don't know. I don't understand how they're approaching this.
I think their timeline is completely effed up.
I think he didn't know about it. He knew about it, but it was like a theory in his mind. He didn't know it was a fact. Because when he was eating the pizza, getting into the Bruce Wayne's car, he was telling him about all of his like theories on why he is the way he is, and obviously because he.
Yeah, and he has to eat a lot, obviously, because he uses so much energy. Yeah.
But I think there might be a little bit of that timeline / hero development and powers disparity. But I don't know. I think he kind of played it off, and I don't know yet, but this is my theory kind of deal.
I kind of feel like him and Aquaman were probably the two most underdeveloped characters in this.
Yeah.
And Steppenwolf.
Well, yeah.
Steppenwolf by far the most, but
I had no idea going into this what / who.
I still don't know what / who he was supposed to be.
That's true, even at the end of it.
Anyway.
Just some destroyer of worlds.
Is there going to be a Flash solo movie?
Yes.
It's confirmed. Flashpoint?
Yes. We'll talk about that later.
It's Flashpoint?
We'll talk about that later. Say that. I'll talk about it later. But, I don't know. I also felt like with the Flash, like, so we know that apparently his powers are developed because he knows about Speed Force and stuff. But still, everyone is always, like, looking out for him in this movie. I felt like watching this.
Like
he's always messing up.
I feel like his powers aren't developed. He just, like Joe said, he just has, like, a theory of what's going on. He hasn't confirmed it because he just got his job at the CSI, as a CSI, at the end of the movie. So, like, if you follow from the TV show, that was, like, episode 1?
Yeah, that's true.
So
he was already working there, I think, when...
Yeah, so that's, like, the beginning of life.
But, and like he said, when they were, like, going into battle and stuff, he even said, like, yeah, I've never actually fought someone before. So, like...
Yeah, he's just
I just pushed them.
I just pushed some
people.
Yeah, he still has, like, this super high-tech, like, stuff. So, obviously, he has been running around for a while. Like, he has that...
Running around, not fighting people.
I know,
True.
but he has
that... He just pushes people.
And that armor, or that suit he had, was super scuffed.
Yeah. And it's like...
Well, that might have been just because, you know...
He could have fell and stuff.
You're true, like pilot error when he was...
What do you guys think of his costume? I thought it looked pretty cool, except the wings on his helmet looked awful. Like, he didn't have... I wanted him to have the actual lightning bolt, like, wings.
It was so metallic. I'm more of a fan of the TV.
The leather?
The leather. I like the leather.
Really?
Yeah, it reminds me of a movie theater seat.
Matt's into leather.
I'm into leather.
God.
Alright.
HMU.
God. Hear that, ladies?
P.S. Winky face equals kinky face.
Gosh.
Okay.
No, but yeah, he was pretty good though. He was funny, quippy, which I think is good. DC needed some humor real bad. But all right, then we have Cyborg.
Cyborg was created by
his papa, who works
father
at Star Labs.
Yes, correct.
So Star Labs is introduced.
Who?
So Cyborg was a football star in Gotham City.
Extremely
Gotham City
too.
University.
Yeah, he got a scholarship for the university.
He was also really smart.
Yeah,
apparently.
He's really smart. And then he got in a car accident which killed his mother.
Yep.
And severely damaged him.
And so his dad, to save Cyborg's life, Victor Stone, to save his life, he used the mother box and turned him into a cyborg.
Right, with
other metal parts.
He tried to use like different prosthetics to and the energy from the mother box, like, to make it better again, and it just made him nuts.
And now he's just depressed because he's just a big tin can walking around
with a red eye and a red glowing thing coming out of his chest, like Iron Man.
Yeah, kicking superpowers, man. That evolve every day.
Yeah. So like every day he gets stronger.
At times I thought that CGI for him looked really good, but there are some points where like this does not look that good at all.
Yeah.
I can't remember what scene, but there's just some scenes where it's like this looks awful. But I don't know. He was.
I kind of liked Cyborg though.
His character
I really liked
was
him.
developed. I think probably
really quickly.
I think so too.
the progression was super fast. Like, oh no, like I don't want to talk to anyone. To yeah, I'm totally on your side.
Maybe that's because is he having his own movie?
Eventually, I think so.
Eventually,
I don't remember. I think it's 2018.
I think everyone's gonna get their individual movies if they haven't had
No,
one
it's not.
already.
I take that
And
back.
that doesn't make sense
Must
because
be
you said
2000
Aquaman is the next, and that's in
I
December.
thought I saw. I don't know. He has a movie coming up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
So
Cyborg, really quick character development.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. But like even then, like he knew that like he was kind of nervous that like this alien technology might like turn him into like the next bad guy. Like he was nervous that he was gonna be the cause of the next alien.
I think
invasion.
he just didn't want to lose himself.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want the machine to take over him, because that's what a cyborg is. He's half man, half machine. And right now, the man has control, and he didn't want the machine to take control.
Dude, but to me, like
True.
when I looked at Cyborg, this was all man and half a head, like man.
But he was covered up usually. He had 2 feet that were,
Weren't those? No, those were both
robotic.
robotic. Everything was robotic except for half of his face.
Oh, I see what you mean. I misinterpreted you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of said that weird.
Oh, what did I say? I'm pretty sure.
Think, you
But-
said he was more man. I think. I don't
Yes,
know.
what you're saying is
he was
almost,
definitely more robot.
Yeah, he was almost all robot and less human.
Maybe that's just his outside. Maybe the inside is all.
That's true. He's
blood
got
and
that
guts.
glowing part. Maybe it's his heart. His heart is
Mhm.
glowing with
How adorable.
love.
With hatred.
That's
Of
true.
his father.
With depression. With hatred for his father for keeping him alive. Whatever.
But yeah, good character.
Also, we did get a booyah out of him
Yes.
for
That
those
we
fans
did.
of Teen
It was
Titans.
kind of a half-hearted booyah,
It
but
was.
I'll take it. It wasn't that bad.
It was a
wasn't like
booyah
a
nonetheless.
Booyah with some bass. It's just like booyah.
Yeah. Alright, it wasn't that bad. Him and Superman are buds, I guess. Yeah, I didn't really understand that part in the end. So this is part in the end where they have to split the mother boxes apart, and they do it. And this whole time, they're both like really serious characters. And then after the explosion, they're laughing because pain is funny, I guess.
To be fair, you just saved the world and survived a situation.
They
that-
could have just been relieved.
Yeah.
That is
Survived a
also true.
situation that he calculated in his little cyborg mind that could have killed him.
Mm-hmm.
That is
So-
true.
I'd be pretty happy if I survived that too.
Speaking of surviving, what did you guys think of Steppenwolf as a character?
Did he survive?
Yeah, he lived.
I think so, probably.
But
He
the
got
helmet.
teleported by
I
the
think the boom
mo-
tube just brought him back.
the mother. What's it called? Mother, demon mother. I don't know.
I thought maybe Darkseid was controlling the boom tubes and like took him back. So
I don't know who it is. He called her. He called it the mother,
Mother.
something though.
yeah, I don't
The
really...
motherfucker.
I think he just referred to it as mother, didn't he? And then the mother boxes, the 3 different boxes.
Maybe.
the
I
Martha
don't-
boxes.
The Martha.
Not Martha boxes.
Anyway, yeah, to me, I did not like him as a villain. He was just gray and boring. I don't know. He's kind of like he had his army, which was all right. I guess.
Okay. Are we gonna talk about the ending with the
Not
fear army?
quite.
No, yeah. We'll
Okay.
we'll
An-
get to that.
An
eventually.
interesting part about the army, though, is everyone that is killed from fighting the army of undead, little flying demon-looking thingies. What's the name of them?
Parademons.
Parademons. I can never remember that.
Paratroopers.
Becomes a parademon. So with every person they kill, like it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, or something happened like that.
Oh, I
'Cause there
don't
was that scene
remember.
there- Yeah, so yeah, we'll get to that flashback. But anyway, this part, okay. So you guys remember there's this scene where Steppenwolf is first introduced into the movie. We're on Themyscira with the Amazonians and they're guarding their mother box. It's inside like this little temple. So Steppenwolf boom tubes in. He's in there. He has this little monologue or whatever. Goes kills a bunch of Amazonians. And then like we can see because we get like the view from like below him, so we see that he's a guy in power or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And like up above, we see that there's a giant like glass window. And then anyway, so the Amazonians lasso the mother box. They take it and they like seal the gate. So then they take stones and stuff and they close. Like they have a bunch of giant stones, close it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand most of the point in closing it because we know Steppenwolf can jump like the gray man that he is.
We didn't know that at the time, though.
Okay, but even if it shouldn't matter if we didn't know that at the time because there's still that giant hole in the ceiling that he definitely could have jumped over. And so
I
he
don't
just
know.
cuts through
The
that.
ceiling was like 20 feet tall, 20, 30
Do you
feet
remember
tall.
how high he jumped though when he was chasing after them?
Well, that's once he got out, though. We didn't know that he could jump that high at the time.
So, just because we didn't know it, does that mean that he couldn't do it before?
No,
It's a movie, Sam.
no, but it
How
would
How
have
are we supposed to know his powers if they don't show us?
exactly.
Dude,
So it
even
would have
that
made
bothered
sense
me.
for the Amazonians to try to lock him in because they didn't know that he could jump that high.
They should have assumed. Great
They-
man. Great man
Okay.
jump.
How can you assume?
Great
Because-
men can't
No,
jump.
that one, like, the queen of...
Mm-hmm.
The queen of Themyscira, she was in the flashback with the original Steppenwolf battle. So she definitely had experience with it. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a
but we
minor
don't know
thing.
if he jumped.
It's a
Either
minor
way.
thing. It just bothered me. But I did like that scene. I did like that sequence overall. It kind of reminded me of the end of Rogue One, when they were trying to keep the mother box away from Steppenwolf.
Yeah, and how the rebels were trying to
Yeah.
get the plans
Away from Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Yeah.
That's what it kind of reminded me of.
It did, yeah.
Just
I really
not
liked
as
it.
well done, but it was still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They fail. He gets the mother box.
Yep.
By the
And
way.
then he boom tubes out before the Amazonians can catch him.
There are a lot of Amazonians. I didn't think there were that many
I
in the
didn't
Wonder
think there
Woman
was
movie,
either.
but like at the end of that scene there, there was
there was
thousands.
hundreds.
There were thousands.
It's just a flood of Amazonians riding
Yeah.
horses.
it's pretty
So.
good.
Yeah.
Then we have him in Atlantis, and we have a little Aquaman scene. They talked about his origin a little bit. I didn't really understand it too much. From what I picked up on, his mother was the queen of Atlantis, and his father must have been just a man.
Yep, that's how I
And,
understood
like,
it.
Yeah. I don't know.
He got disowned by his mother, but she was just trying to protect him. Something.
No,
guess.
left by his mother. His mother, like,
His mother
Yeah.
put him back on land, didn't she?
It was something. I don't know. It didn't
Hopefully
really
they-
explain.
Abandoned
hopefully
by
they
his
cover it
mother.
in
Yeah, they will
Aquaman.
in the next.
I'm
movie,
sure in Aquaman they will.
Yeah.
But that scene was kind of cool. You first kind of see Steppenwolf's vulnerability in that scene because when he fought the Amazonians first, he never had a scratch on him.
No. And then
And then during the fight with Aquaman, he at least got his
he got punched.
yeah
a
he got
couple times.
punched and thrown back a
He
few
got fell.
times.
He got fell.
He got
fell
felled.
when they removed the water out of the chamber.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But yeah, it was nice. I don't know. There's that one part. Maybe this is just to show his power, but I just thought it was kind of weird where he's like, he has that monologue. He's talking to himself, presumably, or to the parademons, and then he's talking about how he wants to get all 3 mother boxes, and then he just grabs the one closest to him and starts choking it, and he's like, "Go get me the last one." And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shows how
I guess
he's a
maybe it's
bad
just
dude.
showing that he was bad. I don't know. Like, I guess they did an alright job of showing that he was bad, but like, there wasn't really that much development in it. Like,
No. I mean, they explained briefly, like, he's the destroyer of worlds, and he came to Earth,
yeah, but that's
like, hundreds of years ago, and tried to mess it all up, and the Amazonians, and the
Dude.
Atlanteans,
Yeah.
and humans.
So he's basically Steppenwolf is the same as the Fallen from Transformers 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think of it, actually,
Yeah.
if you're trying to rationalize who Steppenwolf is.
So that I don't know. There just wasn't very much development at all. I don't know. So we kind of see how fast the Flash is when he pushes the sword back to Wonder Woman. So he's faster than Wonder Woman by quite a bit, and Wonder Woman is faster than a bullet
So Flash is faster than a bullet.
Mhm.
by quite a bit.
And
See,
at this point in time, he's just as fast as Superman.
Yes. So he must be right. He must be just developing his power.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier.
This is what this is what bothers me. So he's just as fast as Superman, but yet the Flash can still go into the Speed Force. So is a super? No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking maybe Superman.
Has he gone into the Speed Force yet?
He mentioned it, so I don't know.
But has he gone into it? This is the part
Yeah.
where it says, "Oh, this is just a theory of mine."
Yeah.
I don't remember what he says exactly.
We can't really tell for sure. We don't have enough information at this point, honestly.
Yep. And then what happens next? They bring Superman back.
From life, from death.
He comes back. He has no memory.
And
There's
he's
that scene
fighting
where the whole
everyone.
Justice League tries to beat him, and he just gets wrecked.
Yeah, and everyone
No,
wrecks
everyone
Superman.
wrecks Superman.
No, Superman wrecks everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I've mixed, dude. It's like
Yeah.
mixing stuff up.
Yeah.
I like.
We're up late for you guys, the fans.
Okay, out of all the things I'm picky with, this one, I just kind of laughed out loud. So there's that scene where Flash has to hit the mother box right when it hits the water, right?
Right.
With his lightning, So Cyborg's counting down. He goes 3, 2, and then he drops it, and then he says 1, and then Flash runs. I was like, what world is this where you do something before you say 1? Like,
I don't know.
Well, when he runs faster than a bullet.
I guess.
Honestly, I was hoping that they would just like he would say 1, Flash would like wait for a half a second and then go. That's what I
Just
thought
be
that'd
kinda
been
funny.
Yeah, I thought that'd be really cool if they would have done that, but they didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of stupid. Yeah.
Dude, I like. So there's that scene where the Flash. So Superman's got everyone, and then Flash is running. He's like, he's never like, he's everything that he's dealt with so far. He's been super fast compared to like everyone else. That he's
Much
ever
faster
encountered.
than, yeah.
Yeah, and then he comes to Superman, and Superman like looks at him while he's running, and the Flash's face. That was probably
that was
my
funny.
favorite scenes of the whole movie.
He just gets this
then-
oh shit look on his face.
Yeah, and then so the Flash was a little bit faster than Superman, I think, because like when Superman is punching, it seems slower than how the Flash
Yeah,
is
and
reacting.
the Flash never gets hit, so we can assume that
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
has time to react.
the reason why the Flash like even gets beat out in the first place is he goes and he tries pushing Superman, and he just gets knocked over by
True.
just like how much of a boulder he is.
That is true.
But at the same time, at the end of the movie, Superman catches up to him when they're running down that street going to save civilians.
Yeah.
Superman catches up to the Flash.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. He
So
could've,
maybe the Flash wasn't going all out.
Maybe.
That could be. Maybe Superman was really hauling it.
that's true.
All right. Anyways,
So
a lot of character development.
final
needed.
scene. Wonder Woman takes leadership finally, which is all right, I guess. You got to have the person who has the best movie take leadership
I agree with that statement.
And she does have the best movie.
by far.
Just because the other ones are so awful.
Yes,
I mean, if it was
Don't have an Aquaman.
Christian Bale Batman, though.
that would be different.
Then it's a different story.
But yeah, she did all right leadership. There was, I don't know, wasn't really too high stakes. Like, I didn't feel like the stakes were that real.
I mean,
for
just
the
the end of the
final battle.
world.
Yeah, but like,
But I mean, if Batman dies,
even then,
Batman dies, wouldn't impact the rest of this, the scene / story a whole lot.
I don't know. Like, it is just,
Other than Batman dies, of course. But
it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
either way,
Oh,
she did
also,
a good job.
I forgot to bring up this scene. So, back when the only way that the Justice League finally beats Superman is Superman has Batman. He's like breaking his jaw. He's
Mhm.
like, "Do you bleed?" And then Lois Lane comes out, and Superman snaps out of it, goes to his cornfield in Kansas, and
With Lois.
has an epiphany and heads back to the Justice League.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it goes to
And
the
then-
final
Yeah,
boss scene.
and then all of a sudden he's not the awful Superman that we used to know. Now he actually represents the stuff that Superman should. So
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Was
The
he
power of
bad
love,
in Batman
man.
versus Superman?
Well, he wasn't bad, but his portrayal of Superman was not right at all.
Hmm.
It was just awful.
He just needed someone to set him on the right path. Maybe
Yeah.
that shows is Lois
Character development.
Is
Yeah.
Lois
They're just gonna
Lane
start 'em
gonna
all-
get her own
God.
solo movie? Who knows?
They're just gonna
We'll
start
see.
them all off as terrible, and then just blame it on character development, so they got
God.
some room to grow.
It's
True.
awful.
You get a third movie instead of a second one if you start him off as a shitty person.
True.
That is true.
I mean, you could also just be good all the way through, like Captain America, or
Okay.
Iron Man.
Also true. No,
Okay.
Iron Man.
Second
kind
one
of a
was
douche.
second.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
His
As-
morals and his
no, as a movie,
Yeah.
good movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you'll get 3.
Dude, I
Doesn't
liked
matter.
when Superman shows up to the battle scene. He says something like everyone turns at him, and then Batman smiled, like Ben Affleck smile on that part. I just thought it was funny.
What?
Like I don't know when Batman sees Superman
I'm also confused.
When
For the
Batman
first time?
sees Superman.
during the Steppenwolf battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just like his jaw drops into like a smile, and it's just funny.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because it's like I don't
So,
know.
You watched
It's like
this a
the
lot
first
more
time-
recently than us.
It's
True.
the first time you ever see like a Batman smile in history.
Do you want to discuss this final battle with the Steppenwolf?
The Steppenwolf. Should we?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We'll wrap her up a little early.
Just kind of a
Mhm.
bit.
All right. So, basically, Steppenwolf is in this Russian. Is he in Russia?
I don't know.
Somewhere Eastern Europe,
Sokovia.
Russia.
Ukraine.
Yeah, he's not in Sokovia.
Maybe the Ukraine in a
Someplace
Nuclear
where there's a
power
nuclear
plant.
reactor.
Yeah. Anyways, he's there, and he builds this giant shield thing. What are you looking at?
No, I'm just. Dude, is the light out in the hallway?
I don't know. We'll worry about it later. I think
Okay.
it is, but
Okay.
okay. Anyways, so they're at this nuclear power plant. Steppenwolf has the 3 cubes. He's gonna summon his hell terrain around.
Yeah.
I guess that's his final plan and kill everybody on Earth.
Is it off?
no, it's on.
Uh-oh. Sam's just out here eating mushrooms. Okay. So anyways, he like builds this giant shield, you know.
Yeah.
And then Batman comes in with his machine and just blows it up.
Just plows right
Yeah,
through
it just
it.
goes through it and then blows it up. And then attracts all the parademons. And basically what I thought was going to happen at that point was like, oh, Batman's going to just like take care of all the demons. Cyborg and Flash are going to work with the cube, and then Aquaman and Wonder Woman are going to take on Steppenwolf, which is about what happened, except the Flash saves people instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
anyways.
Superman. There's that scene. Superman first comes back, and like everyone's getting their asses handed by Steppenwolf at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then like Superman comes, beats him up for a little bit, and then like Batman's like, "Thank God you're here. We can use your help because this thing's about to blow. Like the whole world's gonna end." He's like, "Wait, there's like civilians." So then he leaves the battle, which is probably okay. I get that the civs are important to Superman,
Mm-hmm.
but the fate of the world is probably more important at the time than
But let's
Maybe he knew
the
that
10
at the
people.
time.
let's take into consideration
He knows
how
but-
long it would take to get. How long would it take the Flash to run there, take him away, and then get back?
I don't know because
A minute at
we've
most?
had very, like, very
Different.
not consistent
Yeah,
Flash
inconsistent.
speeds on here.
That's true.
The Flash is honestly the most inconsistent superhero, though, based on his powers and then like what he does,
Yeah, that is
his abilities, and then what he actually does.
This is true.
But anyway, I don't know. I almost feel like that Superman scene was almost only for gags, also, just because the Flash like pushes the guys in the truck, and then Superman comes out with the building.
With an entire like hotel complex
Yeah.
full of people, but
So
Okay, so where was I again?
the final scene, I was a little bit disappointed
Wait,
overall.
wait.
Okay,
What were you saying before? Oh yeah, so like Superman goes out and then he comes back,
right?
and then he beats up Steppenwolf a little bit,
yeah,
and then is that? Oh, they pulled the cube apart.
Yeah.
we forgot
Yeah.
that part. So it's basically this entire time.
Cyborg's trying to hack the mainframe.
Yeah, Cyborg's hacking the mainframe of the cube with no keyboard, and then
Gets his leg ripped off,
yeah.
which turned out to be not a big deal at all because he just popped it right back on.
Oh yeah, it's metallic.
I guess that was kind of. There's no risks in this movie. I feel like.
Nope.
But all right.
No consequences really.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you're half alien technology, like I wouldn't really worry about it either. So
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess. Anyways, so Superman beats up Steppenwolf a little bit. Then Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Aquaman like stabs him with his fork,
Yeah.
and then
And then
occupy him long
Superman
enough for
freezes his giant like scythe or whatever.
his
oh yeah,
axe.
his
Wonder,
axe.
Wonder Woman just slices it with her sword, and then he
It
gets
breaks.
scared because it's their weapon, and parademons come munch on him.
Right,
That's
because he's
And that's the end.
That's the
That's
end.
it.
Yeah, that's the end. That's the end of the movie right there.
That was that ending was I was
Yeah.
not happy with.
that's what I was disappointed with in like in the ending scene. Like the battle was fine. I think it was like it looked good, but it could have been more action in the fighting rather than like you said, like, oh, let's go save civilians real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Superman threw a total of about a dozen punches in that final scene before
Mhm.
he got scared and the parademons came and munched on him.
There was also. Tell me what you guys think about this alternate ending. I saw this posting. It was an alternate ending. There was a few of them, but this is just the one I remember the most, where Steppenwolf is kind of going crazy, and there's gonna be a scene where the Flash just kind of like gets like runs back a little bit and gets like his super punch or whatever, and he was gonna run so fast he's gonna punch Steppenwolf, punch him in half. That's what it said. He's gonna rip him in half, and then the Flash is gonna disappear. So presumably, what I figured from that, I theorized that maybe when he disappears, he would have traveled back to Flashpoint,
Mhm.
and that's how it would have set up Flashpoint.
Yeah.
But they didn't use it, so I just thought it would have been weird. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how they would have ended the movie then if the Flash just disappeared. Maybe have another funeral for.
I mean, did
Hero?
he even do anything though after? What happened after that? I don't remember. Like
After
after
what?
the Parademons ate Steppenwolf.
He boom tubed out and that was it.
Yeah.
That was the end of the movie. And then
Really? They didn't even like have a celebration. Oh, I cut to Lois Lane,
Not
right?
really. Yeah, then they cut to Lois Lane talking about his story. Well, they
Bruce
had all of them
Wayne.
standing together,
Okay.
and then
Bruce Wayne
Flash
bought
and
the
Cyborg
bank.
fist bumped finally.
Oh yeah, and then
Oh,
that's when
true.
Cyborg says "Booyah."
Oh yeah.
And the ending was Bruce Wayne bought the bank that foreclosed on Superman and Lois Lane's dream little
Superman's
farmhouse.
mom.
Superman's mom's house.
Yeah.
So
That's
there
kind of a
was-
thank you.
It's kind of a happy ending for the heroes. It kind of leads to their solo movies a little bit. Like Flash gets his job at the CCPD. Cyborg
Mhm.
gets the C on his suit, which I think was great. I liked how the complete ending. It has like the monologue Lois Lane is saying. Superman opens up his shirt to reveal the S.
Oh yeah, and then he
That was
flies
kind
away.
of iconic.
Yeah, I like that. That was kind of good. So and then
They have the Justice League Hall in the
Oh, yeah,
Wayne
yeah.
Mansion. They're
is
gonna
that
turn-
Wayne Mansion?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
gonna turn it into the Justice League Hall, which is nice.
And then post credit
we
scene.
have two post-credit scenes. Joe, what is the first one?
The first one was the race, correct?
Yes,
Oh,
The
yes.
race against
Barry and Superman.
Superman and
The Flash.
The Flash. Which basically it was kind of like a fun little bet. They were running to the Pacific coast, wasn't
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it? From presumably some in the middle of the USA.
someplace. Yeah.
But if Superman won, Barry had to go take everyone to brunch,
Which he hates.
which he hates for some reason,
Inside joke, I guess.
which is explained in the movie.
Which is not even that good of a joke, but
Right, but if the Flash wins, he
Gets
gets
to
to
tell
tell
everyone.
everyone that he beat Superman in a race. And so that was kind of like a nice little funny ending scene. But there
Mhm.
was one more in the LA credits.
yes, there was. So we have the scene. We have a bald guy sitting in a room who we presume is Lex Luthor, and
In a prison room.
yes, the guard
Not-
calls out to him. He's like, Luthor, let's go get some grub or whatever. I forgot why. Anyway,
It's chow time.
yeah, he gets in there. He gets in there, and it isn't Lex Luthor. And he's like, gasp. So then we cut to the next scene. Lex Luthor's out on a yacht, and there's a boat coming in. Lex Luthor's sitting there, still bald, and Deathstroke shows up. And Lex Luthor says, well, there's a Justice League now, so maybe we should start a league of our own. A league of villains.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
And
the
that-
end.
Which sets up the Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Dubes.
Yes. The Legion of Dubes.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
So, is there going to be a Legion of Doom movie?
I don't know.
I sure
Or are
hope
they
so.
just gonna
I wonder what
do
they
that
do
with the Justice League?
Yeah, they could do like a Justice League 2. Like
Where they
that.
fight the
JL.
Legion of...
That'd be
JLA2.
sweet. So the Legion of Doom is basically, it's like, there's a lot of different incarnations of it, just like there is a lot of the different Justice Leagues.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually just like all the Justice League's members, except their rival hero. So it'd be like the Flash and like Reverse Flash or something. Superman, Lex Luthor, Batman, Joker occasionally. Sometimes it's Batman's got a lot of villains.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he probably has the best villains. Though.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
But yeah, it's just like a bunch of them. So hopefully they do something with that.
Who's
That'd be
Wonder Woman's
cool.
villain? Is it Ares?
Yeah, I don't know who it is though in Legion of Doom. Maybe she doesn't have one. Could just be
I'm
someone
sure
else.
it'll be a
Mhm.
team
Could just be
effort.
two Batman villains because they're so good.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? I think it
Wait,
was.
oh, we said it was Deathstroke, right?
Yes.
Okay, who's Deathstroke's? Not villain, hero.
Batman.
Batman. Okay, really?
Yes.
I did not know that. Okay, anyways.
So, what do you guys think? How many Magnificents out of 7? How many Justice League members out of 6? I guess because there's not 7.
How many Justice League members
Are
out
you
of
gonna talk
6?
about that? How it's the trailer said unite the 7?
Yeah. I don't. Do you know the answer to that? Because I don't.
No, I don't. That's
I just
a good
remember
question though.
when this first came out, there's so many promos saying "Unite the 7," and then we only got 6 of them.
Maybe they counted Alfred.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
Oh
The
god.
two of them count as halves. Put together, they make 7.
Gosh.
Maybe Cyborg.
Cyborg's 2 halves. His
Yeah.
man half and his.
Still only makes 1.
Yeah, his 2 halves is 1, but
Uh,
Because math.
that is
2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Carry the 1. Still 1.
Yeah. All right.
Gosh.
Jeez.
All right.
Magnificence
Digress.
out of 7.
Magnificence out of 7, I'd say 5.5.
5.5.
I-
Sam?
I-
I'm going.
really like this.
I'm going 4.5.
All right. I'm going 4.4.
Okay.
I like this movie.
I
liked it.
Definitely. It was definitely a step in the right direction for DC.
I mean, technically it was in the wrong direction because Wonder Woman came out before that, and Wonder Woman was better. But
Yes.
it was compared to the rest of the movies.
Yes.
Wonder Woman is an outlier. We need to make it an empirical rule with. Yeah. Anyways, no. So yeah.
You think?
We got
Justice-
Stats Major Matt over here.
What do you guys think? So, worse than Wonder Woman? Best.
Yeah.
Best
Oh,
DC
yeah.
universe.
I actually haven't
movie?
seen.
You've never seen Wonder
Gosh,
Woman?
Joe.
So good.
I'm pretty sure I've expressed this to you guys before.
Well,
I've seen parts of it.
it's-
I've never seen it.
It's
in its
pretty good.
entirety.
It's best DC movie. I'd say.
Yeah.
Justice League gets definitely second.
It's definitely not first.
It was good.
It's probably not
But
last.
From what I've heard, not as good as Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
That's it, second.
But
So
wonderful. Well, let us know what you guys think if you have seen Wonder Woman and have seen Justice League. Which one's better? How many Magnificence out of 7 would you rate it?
Wait, what? Wonder Woman?
Both. Wonder Woman and
Both of
Justice League.
Together or separate?
Separately,
Together.
naturally.
Gosh.
Separate but equal.
Make it
Okay.
a separate.
more complicated than you should be. Hey, did
Hey.
you ever talk about that flashback scene
What flashback
with
scene?
Steppenwolf and the Amazonians and the Atlanteans and the man?
Yeah,
all
just
fighting?
all-
Oh, no, we didn't.
We didn't. Talk
We
about
did
that.
real briefly.
I know who the 7th is. It's Green Lantern, obviously.
a part
But
of
he
the
wasn't
team.
even
But
in
he
it.
was in.
Yeah, so I don't get that.
I don't know. Maybe they're talking about Unite the 7, and they're talking about the flashback scene right there.
Basically, this flashback scene was Steppenwolf came to Earth for the first time, was really messing things up, and then 7 superheroes, all the forces of the Amazonians, Man, and the Atlanteans get together, fight him back, and drive him off the planet and they leave the 3 mother boxes there.
Yep, and then they hide one mother box in the Amazonian land, the Mascara,
The Mascara.
and then they hide one in Atlantis, and then Man just buries one And then-
randomly, in
just-
secret.
Yeah, throws in a hole.
Yeah,
Calls it good.
Actually, though, they throw it in
yeah,
the hole.
they throw it in a hole and
Yeah.
cover the hole.
Gosh. So, yeah, Green Lantern looked pretty good. One of them died. Then we see his ring leave, which is Green Lantern protocol. Gotta go
Mhm.
find someone else who's worthy once you die.
Just what a slut.
So, I don't know, yeah. Could you guys tell that there was 2 different directors who did this movie?
No, I couldn't.
I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I think all the clips were probably Joss Whedon
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and like some stuff.
No, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell at all. No.
Yeah, I cannot tell there was 2 different directors. I think they did. If they did have opposing viewpoints or ideas, they merged them very well.
Yeah.
All right.
So, would you get? There's some references to previous DC stuff. There was a reference to previous Batman villains where Alfred talks about wind-up penguins.
Really?
Which
I
yeah,
don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that either.
There's the one reference with Chris Pine's character, Trevor Stephen.
Oh yeah, Trevor.
Trevor Stephen Miller.
Stephen Trevor.
Yeah, that's his name. I cannot think of it.
Miller. Yoder. Miller.
Flash talks about sign language with a gorilla. Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla
question mark?
Grodd. Yep, that's an illusion.
Potential.
I mean, that just
Um,
shows like continuity, which is
Mhm.
kind of nice.
Yeah. Do you guys think there was Batman and Wonder Woman love in this? Think they're gonna get together?
No,
No,
You don't think so?
there's no
I
way.
thought they were kind of hinting at
it's
it.
gonna be Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
No, I don't think so. Cause do you remember that babe that was in Atlantis who talked to Aquaman?
That was his sister.
No, it wasn't.
You
That-
sure?
No, yeah, that's
Because they both
I
said
forgot it.
mother, so.
I forgot her name. That's because they all refer to the queen as their mother.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
sure about that?
Yeah.
Because if that's still
that's like
too
calling
that's
the
too
Pope.
close
That's
for
like
me.
calling the Pope father.
You don't.
Or
You don't call the Pope
So-
father. You call
you call
him
your
Pope.
priest father.
You call the
Okay,
priest father.
I'm not Catholic. Sorry.
Neither am I. I know that.
You're not Catholic?
No.
You went to Regis.
Yeah, you went to a
I
Catholic
went to
high
a
school.
I went to a Catholic school, but I'm not Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right then. So, so now we gotta talk about the thing that everyone wants to talk about.
Let's talk
Flash.
about sex, baby.
Maybe. Let's talk about you and me.
Whoa. Okay. Anyways, the
That's-
Flash.
Those are the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Flash solo film is Flashpoint. Is this universe ready for a Flashpoint?
No.
I don't think so.
What's
at
the
all.
universe so far? Suicide Squad, unrelated. Batman
Yeah,
versus
I don't
Superman,
Terrible movie.
awful. Wonder
Terrible
Woman,
movie.
good. Justice League, average.
Yeah.
They have
so-
5 movies and
so-
they're already gonna reset everything.
Joe, do you know what Flashpoint is?
No.
So basically, what Flashpoint is one morning Barry wakes up or something happens, and he is in a different universe where his mom is alive, and
He doesn't just wake up. He goes back and resets it.
that's
Doesn't
TV.
he? That's TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, he's trying to figure out what is going on because his mom is alive. In this universe, Batman is not Bruce Wayne, but instead it is, I forgot his name. It's his dad who plays Batman. Instead of his parents getting murdered, it's actually Bruce Wayne's wife and Bruce who gets murdered. So his dad takes up crime, but he kills everything. Like he is the Deadpool of DC.
So it's an alternate universe.
Yes, alternate timeline. All of this
Huh.
changed because Barry's mom was saved. So then this happens.
Kind of like a butterfly effect.
Yeah,
is what
the
you're telling me?
Mascara is at war with Atlantis, so the Amazonians and Atlantis are fighting. Cyborg is the only one who's still a hero. Superman has disappeared. No one knows where he's at. The world is just utter chaos.
Hmm.
So
Sounds interesting plot.
yes.
Like an
I wonder how that mom had that much power.
So yeah, basically they just talk about in the movie like, because Barry was really confused, like how could all of this happen when my mom's death happened after all of these other events,
Right.
and like when at this point, Flash met up with this world's Batman. He's still smart, so he talks about it. He says, well, when stuff like this happens in a timeline, it's not just forward, it's like a ripple. It goes out in all directions, like whatever you change. So even change stuff in the past. So it should be alright. I remember there's just this one scene where the Flash he doesn't have his powers in this universe anymore, so he tries replicating it. He spills all the same chemicals on him, and then there's a lightning storm, and he forces this world's Batman to tie him to a chair to get zapped by lightning. He does it. It doesn't work, and he bursts into flames, and all his skin melts off, and he's just screaming in agony. But he's like, no, we gotta do it again. So he sits there, dumps all the chemicals on, and gets zapped by lightning again. This time it works, and he heals. But the first time's awful, because it's just him screaming. Anyway, that's Flashpoint. Do you think it's ready? I mean, we already have a Batman that kills. Superman was already disappeared for half of the DC universe.
it's not gonna disrupt anything.
Maybe this was Flashpoint. I don't know.
Good.
But yeah, I don't see a reason why chronologically it's not ready for Flashpoint.
The reason why I don't think it's ready for Flashpoint is because the Flash is not. He's not even developed. All we know about the Flash so far is that he's funny. Like that's all we know. All we know is that, like, we don't have really any character.
And super
development.
smart. But that's you're right. Yeah, that's it.
And fast.
But maybe Flashpoint will do a good job of that, of developing his character. You know, if you do go back in time before his mom
Yeah,
died, maybe you have to. You know, you'll have to learn about his background and who he is.
I guess.
You have no choice.
I don't know what they'll do.
No choice for you.
I don't know. I just feel like the reason why Flashpoint worked so well in the first place is because we already knew who he was and what he was about. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys notice a CGI mustache off of Henry Cavill?
No.
Nope.
I didn't even know he had a mustache.
I
Yeah.
noticed it at some points. I'd have to show you guys a picture, but it's definitely noticeable.
So Superman, he has a mustache, and he was
And then he
filming.
shaved.
No, he was filming another movie, and they wouldn't let him shave, so they had to like CGI.
CGI the mustache
off
off.
his
Yeah.
like upper lip.
Okay, if you didn't know that and you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't have noticed.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Like I didn't know that.
I didn't notice it.
But if you see a picture of it now, it looks awful. Like it looks really, really bad.
Wow.
I'll have to show you guys.
Take your word for it.
Anyway, so
That's
Justice League box office, $95 million domestic, 280 total worldwide.
pretty good.
Nope, that is actually awful.
Yeah, it
Really?
cost $330 million
Plus
to produce.
300, plus probably
300
another
million.
300 to advertise it because it's been advertising for.
I didn't know
over
it
a
cost
year.
that much.
So probably $600 million in total because they've definitely advertised the crap out of this.
Uh-huh.
And dude, a Justice League movie should haul in like $1 billion. These are more iconic than Marvel heroes.
In
Besides maybe Spider-Man.
In my opinion, the reason why that the reason why Justice League was so unsuccessful is that it didn't really start like it didn't have its characters built up before the movie.
Yeah.
That's what Avengers did, and obviously that was one of the most
That helped,
more
yeah.
successful movies of all time.
Yeah, this has been the worst DC Extended Universe opening in history.
Wow.
It's like it did worse than Suicide Squad
Yep.
opening.
It did worse than Batman versus Superman as well.
And
Yeah.
Suicide
When is
Squad
Suicide Squad
bad.
2 coming out?
I do not know.
Hopefully never.
Is that next year?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I heard they are starting to begin filming though sometime soon.
Um,
So yep, and the next DCU movie is Aquaman in December.
Looking forward to it. I will. We'll say.
Well, there's probably more that we should talk about, but it's enough
But,
for
let's
that.
call it a night.
It is-
Why not?
It's quitting time.
If you guys
for
made it
us,
this
at
far,
least.
thank you for listening.
We always appreciate your listening and your feedback
And your tweets.
and your tweets.
And
Haven't gotten
tweets.
any tweets in a while.
That
Matt.
is sad. No tweets. No tweet.
Sad Matt. Tweet me now.
At Bromatis A, capital B, capital A.
BROMATTUSA. USA.
That's
All
right. Bye.
We'll be checking and waiting for you guys. We eagerly await anything. Comments, questions, concerns, blinding flashes of insight.
Yes. What
And
are we talking about?
Next week,
Next week.
Punisher review.
Ooh.
Punisher?
I have not
Late
watched
Punisher.
any of it.
Well, you got a whole week.
It's Thanksgiving.
I
though.
watched it in 2 days.
That's
That's
It was
because
more
you're-
like 1 day. It was less than 24
not
hours.
all of us. Okay,
Yeah, not everyone has the mental fortitude of doing nothing.
Oh,
like
trust
you
me, it's pretty good, guys. Just gonna say that right now. I'm not gonna give up too much because we want you to tune into our next episode.
Oh gosh.
Our one
All right.
viewer.
Come
Hopefully-
listen about the Punisher on next week's episode.
Hopefully, at least one of us watches The Punisher, so we can.
Well,
talk
we already
about
have one. Maybe
We need one more, so you can
Maybe
actually
one more.
talk.
I'll try.
All right, Joe's
I will
got
try.
it.
maybe one of
I'll
you
do my
watch the
best.
first half,
Yeah,
and
Joe.
one of you watch the next half.
I work,
We'll just alternate episodes, Joe, so we can both not know what's going on.
so
No, dude, you're gonna want to watch it all.
All
I'm
right.
serious. It's really good. Okay.
We will talk about it next week then.
Alrighty, thank you so much for tuning in, guys
Thanks for
and
listening.
gals,
All right.
And others.
and ever others. That's right.
2017, you can be whatever you want.
All right. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.